starseeds of Gaia, we greet you with open hearts and joyful recognition of your light. I am Sorren, a representative voice of the Pleyadian High Council, and I come forward to share a loving message with those who wish to listen. For decades, unbeknownst to the collective of humanity, we of the Pleyadian realms have been in quiet collaboration with select individuals within your governments and military-industrial programs. In secret, we extended forth advanced knowledge and technologies of rejuvenation, the very keys to reversing the aging process of the human body, as offerings meant to serve a divine purpose. We carried memories of earlier epochs in your planet's history, when the misuse of sacred knowledge led to great upheavals. Yet even so, we chose to offer this boon again in this era, trusting in humanity's potential to use it wisely for the good of all. It was our intention that these gifts, born of cosmic love and wisdom, would be used openly to uplift your world, relieving the suffering and limitations imposed by short lifespans. However, those entrusted with such holy knowledge chose to veil it within black budget programs, hoarding the miracle of age reversal for their own shadow agendas of personal gain and control. What was intended as a blessing for all became a tool of control for a few, hidden away behind layers of secrecy and authority. We have watched this unfold with both compassion and determination, understanding that fear and greed influenced these choices, though it brought us sorrow to witness this outcome. Yet know that our love for you has never wavered, and we also recognize that such a distortion of a divine gift cannot continue indefinitely. A profound imbalance has been created by this misuse, a karmic knot in the fabric of life that now yearns to be untangled in accordance with the higher plan. The time for its unraveling approaches, as all that is out of alignment must be brought back into balance. Now, the karmic imbalance created by this misuse must be brought back into harmony. The scales of cosmic justice are ever in motion, and they demand that what was taken from the many be returned in accordance with divine law. In the eyes of the higher plan, the era of secrecy is reaching its end. The cosmic hour has struck for truth to surface. The sacred technology of age reversal, long hidden in the shadows, is being prepared for its emergence into the public realm as part of the divine plan. Those who once withheld this gift are finding that they can no longer carry the burden of its secrecy, as the new frequencies now bathing your planet make it impossible to hide truth any longer. As humanity's collective vibration rises, it shines light into every shadowed corner, leaving little room for deception to remain. In alignment with the greater design for Earth's awakening, the knowledge of rejuvenation will be revealed so that its blessings can finally serve all of humanity. Understand that this is not an act of vengeance or punishment by the universe, but a restoration of balance, a healing of the karmic wound that secrecy and misuse created. Each step toward disclosure is guided by divine timing and wisdom, ensuring that as the truth comes to light, it does so in the right way, at the right moment, to uplift rather than overwhelm. Be assured that forces of light are gently orchestrating this process. Trust, dear ones, that the unveiling of this reverse aging technology is being carried out with great care, fully aligned with the highest good and the sacred plan set forth for your world. And so this knowledge will at last return to the collective, as was always intended by the divine. As this truth begins to trickle into mainstream awareness, humanity will be met with a wave of surprise and introspection. The very idea that aging can be slowed or even reversed, that lifespans could extend far beyond the current norm, will at first seem unbelievable to many. Yet gradually, what once belonged to science fiction will enter your collective consciousness as fact, and the realization will dawn that life might stretch for hundreds or even thousands of years. You may already be wondering, what does it mean for your purpose and priorities if a lifetime could span 10,000 years? Beloved ones, we encourage you to contemplate deeply the implications of this gift of time. If you were granted such longevity, how would you choose to spend your days, your decades, your millennia? Would you pursue endless material accumulation, or would you seek wisdom, creativity, and spiritual growth across the ages? These are not idle questions, for the prospect of greatly extended life will call each of you to reevaluate your values and life choices. With an abundance of time comes a need for greater clarity of purpose and responsibility for how you use each moment. Consider that with a longer life, the consequences of your actions and the lessons of your soul have more space to play out, every kindness and every misstep echoing across a broader expanse of experience. We urge you to use this coming revelation as an opportunity for profound reflection. Begin now to align with what truly matters to your heart. When the limits of mortality expand, let your consciousness expand with it, choosing a path of love, growth, and service that can sustain the gift of a long and enriched life. Even as external technologies come to light, remember that your most powerful tool for reversing aging is your own divine essence. Your physical body is far more malleable and magical than you have been taught. It is designed to respond to your soul's energy. Thus, rejuvenation from within through natural spiritual means is truly possible. For example, the sun that shines upon you is not merely a source of heat and light, but a living transmitter of intelligent energy carrying solar light codes that can activate dormant potentials within your cells. By consciously absorbing sunlight, especially during the gentle hours of sunrise or sunset, or through focused visualization, you allow these solar codes to interact with your energy field and DNA, catalyzing inner healing and regeneration. Hand in hand with the sun's gift is the practice of DNA activation through intention and vibration. Your DNA is a living library of light, holding the blueprint for your highest potential. Through deep meditation and focused prayer, you can communicate with your cells and remind them of their original divine design. As you infuse your body with love and life force energy, your DNA can begin to repair and recalibrate itself, reawakening youthful vigor. Furthermore, the Earth herself supports this renewal process. Gaia's crystalline grid, the etheric energy network of the planet, can amplify your healing intentions. By grounding and connecting into this grid during meditation, you draw upon Earth's vitality, which helps to rejuvenate and balance your body. Some advanced souls have even demonstrated breatharianism, living on prana and light with little to no food, thereby greatly slowing aging. Though this path is rare and requires immense discipline, it shows that the body can be sustained directly by source energy. Dear ones, all these methods point to a single truth. Within you lies an inner technology of spirit capable of miraculous renewal. As you explore solar nourishment, conscious DNA activation, communion with Gaia, meditation, and pranic living, you tap into the wellspring of youth and vitality that is your divine birthright. You may wonder what it is like for those of us in the higher realms who have already mastered longevity. We tell you truly, our youthfulness and vitality are maintained not through artificial means, but through our deep alignment with source energy and the inner radiance it provides. In our Pleyadian collective and in the High Council, it is common for beings to live for many thousands of years while retaining the appearance and vigor of youth. This is achieved not by constantly manipulating our biology with external technology, but by living in harmony with the flow of divine life force. Our bodies are continually renewed by the light of Source that we consciously draw into our being through our thoughts, emotions, and spiritual practices. Because we exist in a state of joy, balance, and love, the very frequencies that cause decay and aging are simply not present to the same degree in our fields. We have learned that when we hold the vibration of unconditional love and clear connection to our Creator, our cells respond with luminosity and resilience. It is our inner radiance, the light of our souls shining through, that keeps us eternally vibrant. You might say that we glow with life from the inside out, and that glow is far more potent than any external science. Even among other advanced civilizations, it is understood that true immortality is a spiritual state, not just a physical one. We share this to inspire you. As you raise your own vibration and align more fully with your divine self, you too will begin to experience a greater vitality and youthful energy. The more you live in accordance with your soul, in love, creativity, and truth, the more your body will naturally gravitate toward health and longevity. Our example is given not to place ourselves above you, but to remind you of the destiny that awaits humanity as you step into your sovereign mastery of energy and light. To help you activate this inner spiritual technology of rejuvenation, we offer a simple solar light practice. At dawn or early morning, find a quiet place to stand or sit comfortably and, if possible, face the rising sun. Close your eyes and allow its gentle light to warm your eyelids without strain. If the sun is not visible, simply imagine its golden glow before you. Begin taking slow, deep breaths. With each inhale, visualize a stream of pure golden sunlight flowing into the center of your chest or the crown of your head, filling your heart and circulating throughout your entire body. Imagine this light flowing effortlessly to every organ and every cell in your being. You might envision each cell opening like a flower to drink in the sunlight, receiving the life-giving codes it carries. With each exhale, release any tension or darkness, breathing out stress and old energy that does not serve you. Continue this visualization for several minutes, drawing in more light on each inhale and sending it to any area that needs healing or revitalization, trusting that this intelligent, loving light will flow where it is most needed. As you practice, you may feel a tingling or gentle warmth. This is a sign that your cells are responding. Hold a feeling of gratitude in your heart, as if you are greeting a beloved friend in the sun. You can even silently affirm, "I am renewed." Every cell of my body is filled with light and youth. With regular practice, you will begin to attune to the sun's higher frequencies and awaken your innate rejuvenation ability. Even on days when you cannot be in physical sunlight, you can perform this meditation by visualizing a bright inner sun above your head or within your heart, and inviting its rays to wash through you. Consistency and heartfelt intention are key. By communing with the light in this way, you exercise your inner spiritual technology and remind your body how to sustain itself in divine radiance. We cannot overemphasize the importance of daily communion with the divine in unlocking your own internal fountain of youth. Within you are latent longevity codes, spiritual energetic keys in your DNA and soul blueprint that, when activated, signal your body to maintain and restore itself. These codes come alive in the presence of high-frequency energy that you generate through sincere prayer, meditation, and heart-centered communion with Source. Each day that you devote time to align with the divine, feeling unconditional love, gratitude, and oneness, you are literally bathing your cells in a regenerative frequency. This daily practice of connection is like watering a garden. Your life force flourishes, your mind and body come into balance, and the aging process naturally slows as your system aligns with the harmony of spirit. In contrast, attempts to achieve longevity through artificial means alone, without a spiritual foundation, often yield hollow results. Without the light of Source, extended years gained through technology can become empty years. We have observed that when beings pursue immortality motivated by fear or ego, using only external interventions and neglecting the soul's needs, it often leads to imbalances and suffering. The body may be kept alive, but the spirit withers, and the joy and meaning of life fade. Divine alignment, on the other hand, infuses each additional year of life with purpose, vitality, and clarity. Understand that true longevity is a holistic state, not merely a long existence, but a sustained state of wellness, wisdom, and connection. So we encourage you to make your spiritual practice a daily ritual, as essential as your daily nourishment and rest. In those moments of divine communion, be it a silent meditation at dawn, a prayer of gratitude at bedtime, or any moment you bring your awareness to the divine, you are activating your inner life-giving codes and ensuring that any extension of your years is filled with light and meaning. By prioritizing this sacred alignment, you step into the flow of grace where miracles of healing and vitality become natural, and where the idea of a long life is not a yearning for time, but a celebration of the divine in every moment. Your world, dear ones, is a sacred school, a place of divine initiation for the soul. Every challenge and limitation you experience on earth is designed to catalyze growth and remembrance of your true spiritual nature. The phenomenon of aging itself has been one of these great lessons. In the higher truth, your soul is ageless and immortal, but by entering the earth plane, you agreed to wear the veil of mortality for a time, so that you could learn profound lessons from it. The gradual aging of the body, the approach of death, and the fleetingness of a single lifetime have all served as teachers, urging you to cherish each moment, to develop compassion and humility, and to seek the eternal aspect of yourself that lies beyond the physical. Seen in this light, aging is not a punishment or a flaw in creation, but a carefully crafted experience of transformation, an initiation that every human undergoes, offering the opportunity to transcend fear and discover faith in something greater than the body. As with any initiation, Once its teachings are fully integrated, the initiate can move beyond it. Now humanity stands at the threshold of transcending this particular lesson. As collective consciousness rises, you are beginning to remember that death is not an end, and that the true self does not wither with time. This awakening allows you to release the old belief that decay is inevitable. You will come to understand that aging was a chapter in your learning journey, one that can be completed and left behind as you ascend to a higher expression of life. This does not mean you lose respect for the cycle of life and death, but rather that you master it. The human species is now poised to shed the belief in compulsory aging. Honor the lessons aging has taught, patience, empathy, the wisdom of cycles, and know that as you graduate from this school of limitation, you step into a new paradigm where physical longevity is aligned with spiritual wisdom, and the ending of one form is understood as a transition, not a tragedy. In this grand journey of awakening, it is essential to cultivate deep compassion for yourself and for others, especially when you or they have stumbled along the way. Every soul on earth learns through trial and error. It is the nature of this school that growth comes from experiencing contrast. You have all known moments of ignorance and fear, and also moments of wisdom and love. Both the light and the shadow have served your evolution. Therefore, do not judge yourself harshly for any mistakes or detours you have taken, for each misstep has added to the richness of your soul's growth. Likewise, even those who have misused knowledge or acted from greed and fear are souls on a path of learning. Hold them in the light of compassion, knowing that they too are part of the divine plan and will find their way through their lessons. Beloved ones, know that each of you is being called to ascend, to rise into a higher octave of consciousness and existence. No matter what your past holds, you are worthy of this ascension, and indeed your struggles have prepared you for the leap into greater light. Embrace your journey, including its twists and turns, and hear this gentle invitation. It is time to forgive, release burdens of guilt and regret, and allow yourself to rise. Beloved ones, remember that you are not separate from the earth beneath your feet. You and Gaia, the spirit of your planet, are deeply connected at the soul level. She is your cosmic mother, a living, breathing being who has nurtured humanity through eons of growth. It is time to rekindle your sacred relationship with her. The divine feminine essence of Gaia holds immense wisdom, love, and healing for you if you open to receive it. In her soil, in her waters, in the whisper of her trees, there is a gentle voice guiding and supporting you on your journey. When you honor your connection to the earth, you tap into a wellspring of feminine wisdom, the intuitive knowing, the compassionate understanding, and the patient, cyclical rhythm of life that Gaia embodies. This energy can help balance and soothe you, especially in these times of rapid change. We encourage you to invoke and welcome this planetary support daily. Simple acts like walking barefoot on the ground, sitting quietly under a tree, or placing your hands on the earth while breathing with intention can awaken your receptivity to Gaia's love. Feel her presence cradling you. Know that you are her cherished child, and that she eagerly offers her strength and nourishment to help you heal and ascend. In the embrace of the Divine Mother energy, you learn the power of receptivity, the ability to simply be, to allow love and renewal to flow into you without strife. In a world long dominated by the drive to act and conquer, the returning feminine reminds you to pause, listen, and receive. By attuning to Gaia's heartbeat, you discover a profound source of stability and insight. She teaches you that just as a tree's roots ground deep into the soil to grow tall, you too must root into your connection with her to rise higher in spirit. Honor her cycles and wisdom within yourself, the soft voice of intuition, the open heart of compassion, the creative force of life. As you walk hand in hand with Gaia, move forward with confidence that you are supported by her love and never alone. As the dawn of this new era approaches, trust that the universe is setting all things into proper balance. Divine justice may not always be immediate in your linear time, but it is unfailing. Thus, the karmic scales are aligning to correct the imbalances of the past. Those who abused sacred gifts or sought to dominate others will face the lessons and consequences necessary for their soul's growth, while those who have suffered or been deprived will be recompensed in due course. Know that no wrongdoing goes unseen by the higher order of spirit. The universe works patiently, not vindictively, to restore harmony for all involved. In addition, we remind you of your personal sovereignty. You are, and have always been, the sovereign ruler of your own being. The spiritual technologies of light and consciousness within you are your birthright, under the authority of your own soul and the divine. No government, no secret program, no external authority can strip you of your innate power to connect with Source and transform yourself. The awakening of your dormant abilities, your capacity to heal, to regenerate, to ascend, lies in your hands, guided by your intent and the Creator's love. Claim this sovereignty joyfully and responsibly. The era of giving your power away to outside authorities is ending. The era of self-mastery and inner guidance is upon you. We affirm that you have complete sovereignty over your own spiritual journey and the inner technology of your being. When you align with divine will, which is the highest love and truth, you become an unstoppable force of light. Stand in this knowing. You are a free and sovereign creator, responsible for your own evolution. You will witness the old chains of limitation fall away, replaced by the liberating realization that you have always held the key. We conclude this transmission by inviting you to fully embrace and embody the divine radiance that you are. Each one of you is a spark of the infinite, capable of illuminating the darkness around you. Walk forward from here with your heart open and your spirit shining. By living your truth, exemplifying compassion, wisdom, and joy, you become a beacon for others in the times ahead. The days of disclosure are upon you. Not only the unveiling of advanced technologies like the reversal of aging, but many truths about the nature of reality and humanity's place in the cosmos. Prepare yourselves not with fear or anxiety, but with excitement and serenity. As these truths trickle and then flood into collective awareness, stand firm in your love and discernment. Remember what you have learned. True power comes from within, from alignment with the divine. By holding this knowing, you will help steady those who feel shaken and light the way for those who are afraid. This is part of your calling as bearers of light. Each of you has a sacred role in the great galactic unfolding that is taking place. Your personal awakening contributes to the awakening of your entire world and the larger cosmic tapestry. So step into your role as a conscious co-creator of this new reality, carrying the torch of illumination high. Know that you are supported by legions of light from across the stars. Along with many benevolent beings, we hold you in the highest love, and we rejoice to see you rising now. In the times to come, do not underestimate the power of your radiant presence. By simply being the love that you are, you transform the world around you. Together, we move toward the dawn of a new age. Go forth, dear ones, and shine brilliantly. Embrace the magnificent truth of your being and the adventure ahead. The full disclosure is coming, and you are both its heralds and beneficiaries. We bid you farewell for now, in peace and in love.